So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Rilla mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode.
Stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke,
Yeah,
Rilla
ayy,
mode.
well, we can hold the peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Rilla gang, that's a crew name. We all graduated to the two-door. Sega Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest, and I'm tired of niggas. They frontin' they blessings, they want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with king, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Rilla mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in Rilla mode.
Swole Normuth. Oh.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling.
Hey.
Welcome to the Daily
Hey.
Swole.
Hey. Ha. Testing. Test. Testicles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 1476 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, bodcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What is going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and ye all hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. Welcome Famwise Game G's. Welcome to episode 1476. Hello in the back. Hello, beaches. Hello, governor. 7 pillars. Look at that. Looks like a fucking slasher movie. Look at that. 7 looking good. Looking great. It looks fantastic. Yow. It looks great. Yow. It looks fucking perfect. I love the way it looks. It looks fantastic. It looks fucking amazing. My God, it's perfect. It's a work of art. Yow. What's going on, beaches? How we doing? Smash that fucking like button. Can we? Can we smash that fucking like button? Now, I mentioned it. I told you to. I said swipe that shit. I said swipe it, like it, smash it. Fucking smash that thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up, beaches. Come on now. You know better. You beaches know better. You fucking know better. You know better than to not smash that like button. Have we done it? Mm-hmm. I can feel it. You know, we should get this thing where like you hit the like button and it gets a little like vibration on my taint. It's like, ooh. What if it was exciting? Like my little seat vibrated. Yeah. You hit the like button. It was kind of like me doing the podcast. And welcome to the Daily Mother. All right, fam. Weird? Too much info? TM fucking I. Use the hashtag 7 pillars for a chance to win today's Swole card. And we're going to jump right into it balls first. How are we doing today? Did you check out today's NOC? How many of you saw today's NOC? How many of you saw today's Nuts on Chin with, what was this beach's name? HunniBee ASMR. Did you guys love the salty sack? Did we love the salty sack? Did we, fam? Did we? Please tell me if you liked it. Tell me that you liked it. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Jesus fucking Christ. What the hell is going on online? I mean, I don't think anyone, I can't, there's so much info, there's so much here. There's so much to unpack. Today's video is going to be very similar. It's just gross. It's gross because I have perspective too. I used to eat shitty food too. I used to eat more junk food. I used to do that too. I think we all have. Is anyone here a fucking saint? No, you're coming from a place. You're coming from a place of experiencing these other foods. You know how addictive they are, especially if you're eating better foods now. Especially if you're eating better now, you know where you came from. You know what it was like. You have perspective now. You have perspective. You're in a better place mentally, you're in a better place health-wise, and you look back and you think, holy shit, it was funny actually, as you're all coming in. It's so fucking funny. I was looking at a video. I uploaded a video and I was looking at it, and Mama Swole comes in and it was just shutting down the computer and everything. And a video popped up, and it was an old Daily Swole. It was episode like in the 60s. And I loaded it up. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, it was a good episode. It just reminded me, it was kind of a throwback. Oh, remember when the computer was in the other room? Or remember when I was doing it this way? Remember this? Oh my God. But it was more like I looked so different. I looked more round. I looked more puffy. And I'm definitely eating a lot different than I was 4 years ago. And I'm training differently now than I was 4 years ago. But I'm just better with my health. I'm just better with my overall wellness. And I've been progressively working better. You know, it's all those small incremental habits that you're building. It's that little progress. And this goes back to the video the other day about Chris Gethin and his clients and this whole transformation expert shit. When you're looking for the transformation, when you're always thinking about the goal, that's the quickest way to fail. You got to stop thinking about the goal. Getting hung up on the goal all the time is really not a good look. Being hung up on the goal is not a good look because you're always thinking about that end point. You're always thinking about checking that, you know, going after that end, the finish line. You're always thinking about the finish line. That's not a good way to set good standards and good systems and good habits on the day to day. And it's not so much about doing things drastic, which is why a lot of people don't get results or they rebound. And it's not that it's not possible to lose 30 pounds, 40 pounds, 50 pounds, 60 pounds in 3 months. Remember that shit? It's not that it's impossible. Obviously, a lot of things are possible. There are flukes of nature. There are freaks of nature. There are things that are just, you know, just unforeseen variables, genetics, and there are things that lie outside the standard deviation. And that's always going to happen. But just because you can doesn't mean it's going to be a good way. Just because you got to the finish line faster, does that mean that you set good habits to get to the next finish line? Because once you get to that finish line, what do you realize? And we've talked about this before. How many of you got to your goal? Or how many of you have gotten to your goal? How many of you got to a goal and you realized, oh shit, this is not what I want. I'm not there yet. How many of you, show of hands, show of biceps and gorillas in the comments. Show of biceps and gorillas. How many of you got, let's say, weight loss? Let's say, how many of you lost maybe 20 pounds, 30 pounds? What was originally a goal? What was originally a goal that you had, that you reached, and once you got there, you thought, fuck, this is nothing. This is nothing. This is nothing for me. That was just a checkpoint. That was just the first step or the second step. Oh, I feel the same. I feel the same. I'm just as inspired. I'm just as motivated, whatever you want to call it. I don't like to use the word motivation, but I'm just as driven to get to the next goal. And it's just a little like a lily pad. What are you going to do to get to the next one? You have to keep on improving. You have to keep on working, and you have to keep on putting in those daily efforts. Once you get to that end goal, it's not as satisfying as you think. You get that little rush, you get that little, ooh, exciting. But then it's not satisfying anymore. And that's why we've talked about once you make X amount of money, you don't get progressively happier. You don't get happier after maybe you get increasing happiness or satisfaction until you get to, let's say, $100,000 a year or 150. Everyone thinks money buys happiness. Money can do things for you that might free up time, that might allow you to be more happy or more at peace. But after a certain amount of money that you make, that's where that phrase and that cliche comes from. But everyone's going to be like, oh, it's easy for you to say. Well, when you make more money and then you spend more money and then you have more requirements, you're always keeping your head just above water. It's like living broke. So it doesn't get you more happiness. It's like alcohol or any kind of drug addiction. The more you have, even fast food. Why do you think obese people keep on eating more and more and more? And why do you think these mukbang challenges do more? And then once you do 10,000 calories. Do you guys remember when like the first challenge videos started coming out on YouTube? Do you remember? It used to be 5,000 calories or 10,000. Where did it start? It was like 5 or 10. And then all of a sudden it became 15 and then it became 20. And then you started seeing 25,000 calorie challenges. And then you see sometimes 50,000 or 100,000 calories. You started seeing these numbers just increase. Why? Well, because a bigger number, a bigger thumbnail, when they're like, oh, that's going to get more clicks, that's going to get more views. And you have this channel like the fucking HunniBee ASMR, she's eating combs. She's eating like toothbrushes. She's eating paintings. Now, of course, these are foods or Rice Krispie treats, and they're sprayed and they look like food. They look like inanimate objects. They look like a hairbrush, but it's candy, or it's a Rice Krispie, or it's a crunchy cake, whatever the fuck it is. Everyone was mentioning in the comments. I really don't care. I don't care what it's made of. I don't care if it's a Rice Krispie treat. I don't care if it's a cookie. I don't care if it's candy. It doesn't matter. It's fucking fake ass food. It's disgusting shit. It's fucking gross. And these people are just fucking pounding it like it's nothing. Like it doesn't make, like it just means nothing because they're getting millions of views. This chick has almost 4 million subscribers. She's making a lot of bank and she's just eating trash, and a lot of people don't have food, and it fucks with a lot of people's heads. It gives people this wrong idea because you see a lot of these binge eaters. They don't eat all their food. They throw it up. A lot of them have this, this bulimia attached with it. They are this idea that indulgence is okay. People associate the way someone looks with health. And we go after obesity a lot because it's fucking directly related to all these preventable issues, but it doesn't guarantee them. Just because you're 10 pounds overweight doesn't mean you're going to have diabetes. And just because you're 10 pounds underweight doesn't mean you won't either. And there's a lot of just misconception. It's just sending the wrong signals. And it wouldn't be like, it's like the reason why everyone's generally against smoking cigarettes. We know they're bad. If you're adamantly pro-cigarette, no one really does that. It's more like pro-freedom. You're free to do that, which is why that's why I'm making these videos. And you can look at my videos. You can look at this shit, and we'll get into this in a second. We can get into this shit, but it's not me just hating on things. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just incredulous. It's ridiculous because we have a situation, we have a drug addiction problem in this country that does not get addressed. It does not get addressed. And I'm not talking about pharmaceuticals. I'm talking about food. It doesn't get addressed. We talk about the obesity. Do you hear people even barely talking about obesity? Not only do we barely talk about obesity, we actually have movements like fat acceptance that overshadow it. We have fat acceptance bullshit in workplaces. We have fat acceptance bullshit in politics and in a fucking society. We've allowed that shit to leak in. We've allowed that fucking nonsense to leak in. We have a huge fucking problem. But even more so than that, it's not even the fat acceptance. It's the fact that we're talking about obesity. We're talking about the result. We're talking about the symptom. People, we have to stop talking about the fucking symptom. That's the result of all these bad habits. Obesity is a result of stuffing your fucking face with shit. It's the result of not following anything close to the 7 pillars. It's the result of not exercising. It's a result about not sleeping. It's a result of not recovering, not meditating, all of it. Eating shit food, eating too much, not exercising, not hydrating, not sleeping, stressed the fuck out. That's the result. Obesity is the result. Obesity is what happens when you trash your fucking body and you don't do anything for your fucking health. Certainly not enough. Okay? That's what fucking happens. So when we talk about obesity, we're still talking about it's too late. It's too late. We're talking about it. And if you're obese, okay, you can lose weight. I'm not saying it's too late. You're going to die. You're a worthless person. Give up. What I'm saying is talking about it in terms of, okay, how are we going to change things? We can't start there. We have to start with your goddamn kids. Stop feeding your kids shit. And when I see this fucking stuff, did you guys see my TikTok today? How many of you saw my TikTok I posted a little while ago? Did you see that? I am going to rage. I'm going to rage on this account. Like over and over again, probably. I'm going to make a YouTube video for sure. How many of you saw that? How many of you saw that fucking shit today? It's that Japanese or Asian, or they're probably not even Japanese. That's probably, someone's going to get offended. I don't know where they're from. They're Asian, okay? And it says, father, super cute daughter. The girl is so cute, all right? That's why everyone's watching. Oh, it's so cute. I'm like, you're mukbanging with your fucking child, giving her shit food all the fucking time. I don't care if she's eating a little bit. You're training your child. That's how you train a puppy. You train a fucking baby. Do you think that's child abuse? Have you not seen my TikTok? Have you seen that shit? I should fucking bring that up. I should bring it up on, I don't know if I've, no, I'm not gonna fuck with it right now. Korean Jesus Christ? Whatever. Whatever. I don't know. How the fuck can I tell? Korean, how dare you? I'm sure we all look alike too. All right? I'm sure I do. I look like any other fucking redneck. I got flags behind me. I got a long Duck Dynasty beard. Go on. Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it, fam. Say it. Anyway, if you follow me on TikTok, check out today's video. Fucking, do you think it's child abuse? Do you think it's child abuse? Now, anyone's parents that's watching and it's like, oh, if your child ever ate fast food, don't feel like you're a terrible fucking parent. But I mean, after you have information, it's not like we don't have the internet. Maybe back in like the 80s and 90s, okay, when information wasn't as, I don't know, it was less obvious. Propaganda was a lot easier. It's much harder. I mean, maybe it's not actually. I don't know. People are pretty easily swayed, but you get my point. There's a lot more access to information. Of course, you can get in your echo chamber and find the information that you want, but we're getting a little bit too into it. But what do you think? What do you think? Drop that in the comments. So make sure you smash that like button, and down below you can see you can subscribe to the Daily Swole. You can listen to the podcast anywhere and everywhere, wherever you like to listen. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, of course, right here on YouTube. And remember that we still got new drops over on Swolenormous Apparel. We got the brand new. Some of you, I saw a post yesterday. I didn't bring it up for today's video, but some of you are getting in your TVMA NOC. You're getting your NOC gear in already. So if you haven't yet checked out swolenormousapparel.com, check it out. Scrolling a little bit, we got Tess Hornaday gear. We have Red, White, and Swole, Guns, Bacon, and Freedom, Papa Swolio, Schwenty. I'm running, fam. I'm going to make sure that this country gets fucking yoked. And of course, we have like the classic tees. All the 4th of July stuff is up. All the 4th of July stuff is up. Chesticles, Kegels, hammer curls. We got some throwbacks. If you haven't gone deep on the apparel, if you haven't gone back into like the throwbacks, make sure you do. So again, swolenormousapparel.com. The links are usually in. You can just go to Swolenormous Apparel, or you can check the links in this video, or after it's uploaded, after it's live, it'll be up there, but you can just go there and check it out. If you haven't already, make sure you do so. And if you want to support and you want to rock a little beard action, now's the time. The 4th of July gear is sick. My tank from last year, I fucking love it. The one with it has a big beard logo with the stars and stripes, like my favorite one. It's my faves. It's be my faves. Give me that 4th of July shirt. Can you do a video on isogenics? The MLM one? I don't know. I don't really know anything about it. What am I going to say about it? All those things are they're just built around supplements. Sell someone you know supplements. Sell someone you know supplements so they can sell someone they know supplements, and sell them someone that they know supplements. Okay. All right. All right. Yes, me lord. All right. How many of you get hammered by people trying to get you into like Beachbody or Isogenics, or what are the other ones going right now? What's going on? What are the multi-level, where are the MLM fitness and nutrition things going around? I know Isogenics is still around. What are the other ones that are going around? I'm not in that sphere. Like I don't really, every time I would, I just kind of ignore it. So today's video, let's get into just the tip, fam, shall we? Let's just go in a little bit. Babe, just an inch. Oh, it feels good.
It's cold outside.
Oh my God. Oh, does it feel so good? Okay, fam. So this video today was about HunniBee. And if you don't know who this is, her name or her YouTube is HunniBee ASMR. And what ASMR is, it's pretty much mental ejaculation from stimuli like audio, visual. You can Google it. The actual acronym escapes me at the moment. I'm sure one of you will drop in the comments, but it's kind of like that. Or a little tingling, this kind of shit. It's like the whispering or the clicking of nails on a keyboard or people talking really softly. Anyway, I'm sure you're aware of it. It could be like raking leaves. It's like these, it can be used. It's got misconstrued because it used to be something that might help people sleep or might kind of like mentally massage people or kind of give them this kind of like auditory or sensory pleasure. But it's turned into this mukbang, weird fucking people eating shit on YouTube and crunching and swallowing. Like there's a guy who just like sucks down gummy bears and shit. And I guess they have the microphone like next to their throat or the shotgun right above their mouth. And it's just like, it's disgusting. It's fucking gross. So I'm not going to like do it here. And when I do the videos, when I do the NOC, I try not to do too much because some people are just like, oh fucking God, oh fucking God. But I'm not stopping. Like there's more. I got to go into these videos some more. I mean, someone mentioned that I should be doing some reaction videos. And I don't know if I want to turn that onto I'll do that for Unplugged. If you want to, what do you guys think? Should I try like an ASMR reaction video on the main channel? Oh my God. I feel like people are gonna be like, I don't like that. I don't like that kind of content. It's not funny. It's not funny, man. You always talk about these beaches. I talk about dumb shit. I don't know. I've gotten a bunch of requests like, you should do a reaction video. I'm like, oh God, it's gonna make me break some of my equipment. I'm gonna break my equipment. I'm gonna like smash something on camera. So maybe that would be pretty entertaining. Anyway, this chick eats like hairbrushes. She eats hairbrushes. She eats all these things like iPhones. She eats things that look like inanimate objects. She makes, I guess it's like Rice Krispie treats. I don't know what it's made out of. What the fuck is it made out of? Does anyone know? What is that shit made out of? Like, what are they, like, what is that? Like, what's in those things? What is that food? I know people dropped in the comments. I didn't look through. It's just fun to drop sack. It's super fun to drop sack on it. So yeah, I try not, I don't want to torture people. But I am going to rage on it. I'm just going to keep on raging on it, especially when it comes to eating food. When you're eating shit food, you know people are encouraged to do this. You know people are getting inspired to do this. There are new channels popping up all the time. Wouldn't you want to do it if you looked at them like, huh, that girl has 3.72 million followers. 3.72 million followers. Subscribers, same thing on YouTube. 3.72. You know how much money that brings in? You have any idea how much that brings in? Not to mention all the coldest water bottle shit and all the advertising that she gets for eating certain things with certain logos and stuff on them. Jesus Christ. I don't know what they are. Are they cake, biscuits, rice paper? It doesn't matter. You're eating some kind of fucking horrendous colored shit. Can you imagine what her toilet looks like? That's got to be, like I said in the video, it's got to be like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, just covered in shit. Just candy, just all the bright colors. In a world of fucking diarrhea. Just blowing shit out your asshole like a fucking fire hose. Jesus Christ. It's weird. I mean, you can listen to sounds to go to sleep. You can listen to like frequencies and stuff, but there's some of those things are okay. Some of the ASMR shit's fucking stupid and weird. It's really weird. Really fucking weird. So let's get into a couple. Some of these comments are just fucking hilarious. Dearly beloved early nut gang. Yay, yay. Get those nuts, the sack on your motherfucking chin. Dearly beloved early nuts. Get your early nuts. The earlier you are in the videos, the more likely I'm going to fucking pull your comments too. Purnima Krishnan, thanks. I hate ASMR videos. I find the food disgusting. Only place I see mukbang is when Papa throws nuts on these motherfucking chins. Yay, yay. Here for the morning NOC. Nothing like a little morning sack. Nothing like some sack first thing in the morning. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Elizaveta, early for the salty nuts. Favorite part of the day. Why, thank you. Dance it up. Little nut sack action. Jeanette, I'm so glad someone mentioned how weird her lips look. Someone else said, I don't know why you should talk about her. That's not nice. I'm like, I am going to say whatever I want. I barely said anything mean. She looks weird. She has a lot of fillers and injections. She looks like a fucking blowfish. And what else is there to judge? What is there else to see? It's just her face. It's legit her face. It's legit her face. That's all you can see. It's just her puffy ass face. Makes you want to punch someone in the taint. That got me dead. It does. And it did. I really did want to fucking punch someone in the taint. I punched myself in the fucking taint. Amy Simpson, I keep hearing these horrid sounds replay over and over in my head. I'm going to go punch my neighbor in the taint right now. You get him, Amy. Atta girl. That's what I'm talking about. That's some fucking discipline. Some dedication. So make sure you go and you subscribe to the Swolenormous channel if you haven't yet already. Most of you come here from there, but we go over a lot of the videos. What are your thoughts? Any other thoughts? Last thoughts on that beach? I mean, obviously there's endless content. Endless content can be taken from that page, but what's the point? I'm sure we'll come back to it again. I didn't even show the most ridiculous things. I didn't even show the most ridiculous shit. I didn't even pick the most ridiculous videos. Didn't even get into it. Didn't even get into the most ridiculous shit. She'll be like Tess Hornaday crapping out the rainbows, but not the fun ones. I cannot imagine. Today, 7 pillars. Hashtag 7 pillars. Are you crushing your 7 pillars today, fam? Are you crushing your pillars today? One of the things that really got under my skin with not today's video, but yesterday's video, were the comments. You see the comments of people that watch mukbang videos, and there are people that are hungry in the comments. People are saying, "Oh, it looks so good," or "I wish my food was that." No, you don't. You don't wish your food was garbage. You don't wish these foods were in your mouth. You think you do. You think you want the drugs, but you don't want the drugs. That's what they are. They're made that way. Whether or not you want to justify eating them, look, I'm your papa, but I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to tell you what I think. I'll tell you what I do myself. You know, I used to eat shit too. I've eaten shit many a time in my life. I've also spent many a time in my life not eating shit consistently and then gone back and eaten shit. And I've seen the difference. And I see the difference in pictures. I'm not getting younger, but I'm getting leaner. And I'm getting more dense, and I'm getting more athletic, and I feel better. I feel better than when I was overeating calories. I feel better than back in the day when I was just eating just for pure fucking size and just lifting weights and smashing all the time. There gets to a point when it starts to be a little bit of a negative return. When you're overdoing it, when breaking down your body all the time becomes, something that you have to shift your mindset if you want longevity. And a lot of people want to just build muscle. They don't understand the wear and tear if you don't balance that shit out. People just go all in. They're going all in on aesthetics. They're going all in on one fucking thing, or they just don't even start. So there's everything in between. People that think moderation is the answer, and then they're just living in average land, and they're not really excelling, and they're just frustrated and silently angry at themselves and silently just happy treading water. Then you have people that fucking don't give a shit at all. And then you have people that don't give a shit at all and cover it up with fat acceptance and, hey, love me the way I am because I don't have to do anything because you can't prove this and blah, blah, and we'll see how that turns out. You have the extreme people that over-exercise, and you have the people that if they're not literally bleeding somewhere on their body, they didn't train hard enough. Then you have those people that do that and do these binge eating competitions like Matt Does Fitness and Eric the Electric. Like there was just so much out there. And Fitness Without the Bullshit, if you know anything about this content and Swolenormous and the brand and Swolenormous X and the Swole fam, that fitness is everything. Fitness covers everything. So technically, I'll make a video about whatever the fuck I want. And if it touches some kind of wellness and it sends a bad message, I'm going to drop some sack. And most people are going to see this bearded fucking lunatic ranting about something, but the message is clear and it's going to catch a lot of people off guard when they get older. It's going to backslap. It's like a door you push through and it slaps you in the back. It kind of closes hard, whacks you in the ass. A lot of people are going to find this in the back nine. You know what I mean? You shortchange or you cut the path, you cut corners earlier in your life. What does that lead to? It leads to a lot of bad habits and you're going to pay for it in the end. Understand? You're going to pay for that on the back end. You're going to pay for that on the back half. That's not good. I don't want you to pay for it in the back half. I don't want you to have to fucking deal with that shit. But it's possible. And it's very likely. And you're seeing that. How many of you have family? Let's talk about this. If you have questions, we're going to get into some Swole fam comments. But if you have questions, you can drop it. Let's take some questions and comments. But how many of you have someone in your family? How many of you have someone in your family? Maybe your relative, maybe you're dating them or your husband, wife, parents, brother, sister, children, whatever, coworker, someone close to you in your life. How many of you have someone close to you in your life that does not make any steps towards improving their health. Like they see what you're doing, you've talked to them, you've tried to get them inspired or offered to help them or offered them like, hey, come work out with me, come walk with me, try this yoga class or whatever it is. How many of you have someone in your circle? And if you can, just drop a couple sentences like, what's your personal situation? Like, what are you dealing with? What are you dealing with? What are you dealing with them? Like, what's actually going on? This is how I think we can really make that difference. This is how we can actually make that change. This is how we can actually make this change on a larger scale, but it's a generational thing, unfortunately. So it's going to get worse before it gets better, but it starts with the parents. It starts with these little individual cells. It's kind of like, ironically enough, it's kind of like a virus, but this virus has to be a reverse virus. It has to be this infectious, I want to take better care of my health and spread through individuals. Someone that knows you wants to take better care of their health. And then they start, doing it a little bit, and then they get inspired by you. And then someone else gets inspired by that person. And that person has 2 kids and they're eating better and they're growing up exercising and doing yoga with mom and dad. And then, it spreads like that. But number one, right? The community. I see some of you saying that you got a lot of people that enjoy shit. Citrine, my friends love alcohol and fast food. I need new fucking friends. Community. Katie, when the pendulum swings, it really swings the other way too. Oh, it does. Oh, it sure does. It sure fucking does. It's never too late to listen to Papa and turn your life around. Thank you, Yee. Appreciate it. Thank you. Do it for you. Do it for the right reasons. Do it for the right reasons. I'm happy to be the spark. I'm happy to be the bearded fucking lunatic that calls you a fat fuck and gets you off your ass. But it still has to be you, right? It still has to be you wanting to go through this and getting better and practicing. And you have to really embrace the struggle. You have to embrace the boredom. You have to embrace the everyday. You have to embrace the day after day after day. A lot of you do this already, but use the Daily Swole right here. The number 1476. Use the Daily Swole. That's why we're here every day. Use this as your checkpoint. Every time you see the Daily Swole going live, oh shit, did I take care of my 7 pillars today? This is why I'm here every day. It's consistency. It's pillar 7 all the fucking time. Every day. Again. The only reason that number is where it is because we do it every day. Is it the same every day? Is it awesome every day? I'd like to think so, but you're going to like some episodes more than others. You're going to miss some just because it's at the different time of day. Maybe you're sleeping. Maybe you're international. But we do it. It gets done. It's not always pretty. It's not always, it's not always anything. It is what it is. It's what we do. It's our conversation. It's our state of mind. It's our, it's our flow on this day. It doesn't always have to be awesome because it's not going to be. So it's irrational and unnecessary to think that it would be or could be or should be. It's always going to be what it is. It's always going to be the effort that you put behind it. And again, when we talked about good workouts, bad workouts, good podcasts, bad podcasts, if you don't put out the bad ones, you'll never get the good ones. If you don't give yourself the opportunity to have the bad ones, you're never going to have the opportunity to have the good ones. So you have to have those reps. You have to take those swings. You're not going to hit a home run unless you swing the fucking bat. You can step up to the plate, but if you don't swing, you're not going to make contact. You have no chance to make contact. If you don't swing, you're definitely not going to hit. Doesn't mean you swing at everything, but the more swings you take, the better you get at swinging. And then the more contact you make. And the more contact you make, the more balls you hit. And the more balls you hit, the more balls you hit fair. And the more balls you hit fair, the more that go out of the infield. And the more that go out of the infield, maybe one will go over the fence. And it's not like every baseball fan, well, you don't have to hit a home run to do well. I know. I played baseball. I know the sport. I get it. You get the concept. You get the analogy. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? Gretzky quote. Famous quote. If you don't take the shot, you ain't going to make it. No chance. 0. Pedro, I spend more time investing in the Swole fam each day because Swole fam believes in what I believe. Living the best life we can. Much love, dude. Siobhan, both of my sisters are obese and one is pregnant and both love junk food. And my mom makes every excuse to not do anything to lose weight and just complains about it. It's so upsetting and discouraging and disheartening when people that you love don't take care of their health and you want to help them. You have something that can help them. Like, hey, join the Swole fam, or try this exercise, or just start walking, or maybe you should cut out these foods, mom, because these aren't good for you. It's one of those things that it really hits home because people want the people that they care about to do well. That's why when someone, and you can't blame anyone that starts a new diet. I mean, this is the reason why when someone starts, let's say, paleo or keto or vegan or carnivore, like when you start something that has a diet or something like that, let's say whatever it is. I know those are extreme, but those are like catchphrases. You all know what they are. So that's why I reference them. But you know how we should be doing. We should be pursuing our nutrition fundamentally and, for our individualized needs. So when you have these different types of, okay, someone tries a diet, and let's say they were struggling with autoimmune issues for a while. They had a lot of problems. All of a sudden they tried keto and a lot of their problems, they feel so much better. They're running their mouth about it. And it doesn't mean they're an asshole. But if they feel a lot of results or they feel great, a lot of times, yeah, some people can get an ego and be like, oh, they just want to tell people. But oftentimes you want to share that with people you care about. Hey, I did this. You should do this too. It's great. And you're like, all right, and like, no, come on. They're really pushy with it. If they like something, if they honestly like it, they're going to want to share it. But I think it's really important when we have these conversations, like, how am I going to get someone? Like, how do you do it? Or how have you done it? So now that I'm going to go through some of these comments. Those of you that have someone in your circle that doesn't take care of their health, those of you that have had success, what did you do? I like to always think of it as you're leading by example because it's it's not invasive. You need to do it for you anyway. And if you're doing it for you and people see you doing it for you, they're going to think, well, I could do this for me. Like if you shut your mouth and you put in the work, and then people will see what you're doing and, they want to follow suit, then they get inspired and like, hey, I want to do it too. Can you help me? You're like, fuck yeah. In your head, you're thinking, fuck yes, finally. But they have to want it intrinsically. They have to be intrinsically inspired, intrinsically motivated. And I use that word very loosely because you need to just do it. The motivation's not going to be there all the time. That's like being in a good mood. Are you in a good mood all the time? Fuck no. Do you feel like doing it all the time? Fuck no. No one does. To think that you're going to feel like doing it all the time is short-sighted, and to be honest, it's fucking stupid. You're not going to feel like it all the time. More often than not, you're probably not going to feel like it. You're probably not going to feel like it, especially if you're struggling to get enough sleep at night and you're training at 5 a.m. before work. You're probably not going to be like, sweet, I'm awake. I can't wait to fucking... You might not feel like it. Does it matter? Because did you do it or did you not? It's always going to come down to that. If you did it, you did it. If not, you didn't. Doesn't matter if you felt like it or didn't. Did not. Did you? Cool. Didn't? Well, are you stacking? Are you checking off the boxes? Are you making good moves? Or are you slacking? Making good moves or slacking? If you haven't hit that like button, make sure you smash the like button, especially those of you who are on YouTube. Hit the like button, helps a lot. Drop a comment and use the hashtag 7pillars if you want a chance to win today's Swole card. Today's Swole card is 7 pillars. We'll get that going on the bottom again so you guys can see it, but it's right behind me. And look at that sexy beach. Tess Hornaday on Instagram. Horny day. Look at sexy beach. She's so hot. Claude Mist. That's one of my friends, but she talks about how her immune system is weak and I can see it, but she doesn't. I don't tell her anymore. I just do. Don't throw pearls before swine. Ooh, savage. Jesse. My wife has no motivation to better herself. It doesn't matter how consistent I am. She beat stage 3 breast cancer. You'd think she would have a better outlook. Yeah, you would. You'd think she'd be all in health and be like 100% in to prevent that from happening again or try to, mitigate that as much. Yolanda, I have several in-laws and a sister who are 400 plus pounds who won't change. I gave up on helping them and I'm just trying to set an example and focus on myself. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to, quote, give up. You don't want to ignore. You don't want to give up. You don't want to not care because it feels like you don't care. Because in your head, you think, oh man, I'm not actively trying to get them to do it. I'm losing time. But they have to want it themselves. Even if they get inspired for one day, you being up their ass isn't going to get them to do it the next day or the next day. Even if they go to the gym with you 3 days a week, unless you're feeding them literally and they're under your watch 24/7, how do you know what they're eating? These addictions are hard to break and these habits take time. You have to really want it. You have to really put in the effort. Monica, my mom, 5 foot tall, over 200 pounds. Where's it? Diabetic with high blood pressure, depression, beginning mobility issues. She's in Ohio and I'm in Colorado. I tried to help for years, but she won't do anything if I'm not there. Amanda, my boyfriend is 300 plus pounds. He's so stuck in addiction to processed food. He won't consistently eat well. He always goes back. You know, those of you that are in these relationships, you know, you guys know what I think. It's easier said from the outside, but if you're in a relationship and it's one thing, look, I mean, it doesn't really make it any different, but there's more strings attached. If you're married and if you have kids and you have all these things, it's, you know, it's not like a attractive thing to think about restarting and getting someone better for you. But if you're spending your time, AKA your fucking life with someone, people pick partners on a fucking whim way too often. A lot of people don't make the decision based on anything really rational. Are you really making a good decision from like a genetic standpoint? And I'm not saying perpetuate the fucking Aryan race, you fucking savages. I did not say that. Come on now. Come on now. That would never happen. Goddamn shame. I'm kidding. I'm fucking kidding. But if I'm saying from like from a desire standpoint, from an outlook on life standpoint, you do realize you have to spend your whole life with this person. You're going to try to grow habits together. You're going to try to do stuff together. You want to live to an older age and to enjoy being mobile and stuff. Like, for God's sake, don't you want to be with someone that wants the best for their body? You want to be dealing with someone eating shit food your whole fucking life? Because when you think about it, look, this is not a popular thing to talk about, but when you think you're going to be taking care of people that don't take care of themselves. So it's very selfish. I will say this, if the other person loves you, okay? If the other person, this is a starting point. Obviously each situation is different, but I want you to think about this. All right. This is just a conversational starting point, but I'm going to make a very aggressive point, right? If your significant other does not care for themselves and they're expecting, okay, you're going to be together, you're doing this life thing together, you're trying to, you know, further your relationship, whatever it is, that's very fucking selfish. It's very selfish. If they care about you, they should care about you taking care of their fucking lazy, unhealthy ass, because that's what's going to happen. So if you're with that type of person, what's going to happen? Do you want to be a caretaker? Do you want to wipe someone's fucking ass? Do you want to take care of someone that actively trash their health? Do you want to be with someone that's actively trashing their health? Because then you're the asshole, right? They become bedridden because of diabetes or they lost a fucking limb. And then if you leave them, oh, you're the asshole. You don't love me. You never loved me. You didn't love yourself. Why the fuck should I love you? You don't care about your fucking self. And obviously there's emotion. There's so many layers to that, but you get my point. It's like, care about yourself. Shouldn't you want to take care of yourself so the person that you're with doesn't have to fucking push you around, doesn't have to fucking spoon feed you because, I don't know, you just can't move. You can't go and get your own fucking food because you're too fucking fat. Let's get this discussion started. I mean, this is important. A lot of you deal with this shit every day. This is where we came today. This is where we're going to go. This is why I go so hard with the nuts on chin. People don't see where this fucking ends up. Right now, it's a little fun ASMR video and people are eating fucking cake. Oh, come on. He's just feeding his little girl a cheeseburger. Okay. We're pumping this out to everyone. We're making it seem like it's okay to just eat garbage food all the fucking time, get views. Oh my God, he ate 20,000 calories of just vegetable oil. Oh my God, that's so funny. He's such a funny guy. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh my God, she stuffs her face. Oh my God, it looks like she's trying to eat a dick. That's what people think when they watch these fucking videos. They're getting this mental ejaculation from watching someone just damage their body. It's self-harm videos. It's like watching someone cut themselves on a screen. You're watching someone literally eat to the point of probably puking, if not puking off screen. And it's just sending a bad message that this is popular. And people watch it to hate watch it. They watch it to love it. They watch it to cringe. They watch it to do reaction videos. At least if I'm going to make a video, I'm going to make a video that pushes back hard. If YouTube is going to allow that shit online, I'm going to push back hard. And it's just shitty that we're allowing this message to just perpetuate because a lot of people are dealing with this, like we're talking about in the comments. A lot of you are dealing with this day to day, and it's real as fuck. Katie says, my ex-husband hated me losing weight. I'm now with someone with the same mindset, and it's so much better to have someone who supports you and respects their own body. Sure fucking does. Quote at the bottom, respecting your body means treating it right when no one's looking. Are you only eating right when you flex? Like when you're flexing on people? Are you shoveling shit in your mouth when you're off camera? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing with yourself? Aaron, I married a woman equally athletic. I set a clear expectation at the start. This is a deal breaker if she doesn't keep up her athletic ability. Good for you. What's important to you and what's important to her? And then if you're both on board, then it works. I can't believe we call it mixed weight relationships. If that's not the sickest fucking thing, mixed weight. I'm in a mixed weight relationship. No. Don't take that fucking shit away from the race. A mixed race relationship? Fine. We all come from the same fucking place anyway. Okay, fine. Mixed race. And then all of a sudden you're in a mixed weight relationship. Yeah, one of you is fat as fuck. That's not called mixed weight. That's called one of you is fat. That's called someone being fat. That's exactly the same bit that George Carlin did. He talked about fucking shell shock and PTSD and all these different things, all these different syllables added that pussify fucking words. It means you're fat. It's not mixed weight. You're fat. Why can't people be fat anymore? Why can't you be fat? Now we have to define fat. Oh, fat was created by the white man. And then we have all these different things like, oh my fucking God. You can't even use a word anymore. People can't even hear a word and be like, oh my God, he said the word. He said 3 letters. He made this sound from his face hole. I don't like that sound. Well, fat. Stand up, look down. Can you see your pussy? Can you see your dick? If not, you're fat. Simple test. And or you have terrible posture, which is probably part of it. Can you see your dick? No, you're fat. Okay, cool. Own it. You look down, you can't see your fucking clit. You couldn't. You got some gunch there. All right? You got fat. It's all right. It's a word. Fat. Own it and get rid of it. Keep some. Fat's not the enemy. Don't be afraid to eat fat. Don't be afraid to have fat. You don't have to see your abs to be fucking healthy. You don't have to. Some people want a little bit extra. Again, there's that balance always. There's that balance between physique and muscle size and longevity, and no one knows that exact balance because I like to lift weights, but I'm kind of like how is it possible, right? How is it possible to just smash yourself with weights all the time? Like fucking lifting heavy. How is that going to be like good for you long term? Now, what I mean by that is like training hard and fucking overload, like lifting. Like there's a point where it's got to be diminishing returns. You're just breaking down your body so much. Weight training is amazing. But you also have to understand this longevity thing. It's not just, oh, the person looks good. Doesn't mean they're going to live longer. Like, what are you trying to extend? What are you trying to do here? Understand like what you're doing with your body. It does take longer to recover. You do have to be more mindful. I train differently now than I did 10 years ago. Like I just get sore longer. I get sore easier. I don't have the same desire to murder myself to the point where I can't walk for a week. I like to be sore. I like to overload myself, but I don't want to be crippled. I don't want to have like a tough time fucking like standing up. I don't want to be stiff and have it like risk an injury doing a different exercise. Or I don't want to limit my ability to train more often. You know, you have different preferences and that's okay. But we confuse that with actual health. We confuse that with longevity. We confuse that with psychological wellness. We confuse that with personal relationships. We confuse that. That's why fitness without the bullshit really means 7 pillars without the bullshit. Fitness is a lot more. It's a lot more than all those other things, right? Fitness. You know, we got 7 letters, FITNESS, 7 pillars, 7 letters, fitness, 7 pillars, 7. Interesting. My wife being a fitness instructor, I have not had success, but it's starting to rub off with my kids, so I'll take that as a win. Nice. Let's see here. Lifting is great, but there's no point going for records and breaking your body if that's not your job. That's where it gets a little bit iffy, but people make it like their job. People make it like it's their job by trying to go for PRs. So if you're trying to go for a personal record all the time, that's what a PR stands for, personal record, or personal best, a PB. So like a max lift or a max rep. Oh, I've never done this many reps before. I've never done this many sets before. I never did in this amount of time before. I never hit this move before. I did a handstand before, whatever it is. So you're always having a Super Bowl. A lot of people train every day with the idea that they have to be crippled. They have to hit a new record. They have to be leveling up every workout. Every workout, this is just you're building little habits. Every workout's a habit. Every workout is a little bit of a coat of paint. You're putting on coats of paint nonstop. And then you're putting on a coat of paint again. You're just going over it. You're just tracing over the same lines all the time. You're tracing over the same lines over and over again. And people think they have to draw a new line. People think they have to use a whole different fucking marker. You need to hit the same nail on the same fucking head over and over again. People always want to try to look for a new nail. People always want to try to figure out a fucking new way to build something. It's like, the shit that works is just consistency and doing it over and over again. Repetitions. That's why it's called reps for a reason. Repetitions. Repetitions. Reps. Reps. That's why it's called reps, because you do a lot of them and it builds up and it adds up. All right. Hashtag 7 Pillars fam if you want to win today's Swole card. And if you haven't yet gone to swolenormousx.com, make sure you do so, because you can get your copy of the 7 Pillars of Swolenormous. You could download it right at the top of the page. So if you don't have your copy of the 7 Pillars, what the fuck is wrong with you? First off, the fuck is wrong with you? Go download it. It's free. You get the audio, get the full ebook, and get the 7 Pillars downloadable. Super nice. Everyone here has their 7 Pillars? Everyone? Bueller? You got it. These are the 7 pillars for those that do not have reference, that aren't a swears. Let's bring that up on the screen because I got that nice stacked image right here. The 7 pilares, 7 pillars, eh? 7. Míralo. There we go. Here we go. All right. Community. I want to get the logo at the bottom. Come on, always got to be flexing, always be branding, son. ABB. Community, nutrition, training, recovery, mobility, mindfulness, and consistency. Look at that. All of them. Number 7 right there at the bottom. Consistency, just like a fucking base. Holding up all the other ones like a fucking boss. Look at that consistency action. Look at that shit. If you don't have your copy, it's right there. swolenormousx.com. Download at the top and you'll be straight. This is a great thing. It's a great checklist. You go over it, boom, just coats of paint. Coats of motherfucking paint. That's all it is. Coats of paint. All right, let's get into a couple posts. This one, we're going over it. Let's see here. Dun, dun, dun. This is a good one. I don't know if I forget if we covered this yesterday. I feel like we might have. I want to do it again because I looked at it today. No, let's go on this one. Yeah, we did do that one. Oh, here we go. This is what I was talking about. All right, let's get into some Swole fan posts. Shall we dance? Shall we dance, beaches? Let's go. All right, this one is from Sonia A, and she says, "Hey fam, I've joined you guys this week and I thought it's about time I post my first message." Yeah, it is. What you waiting for, girl? What you waiting for? Welcome. I'm 34 years old and struggled with my body image since early 20s. About 4 years ago, I started lifting seriously for aesthetic purposes only. I was following all these bodybuilding gurus and I became obsessed with my trainings and worse with food. I started having these cycles where I was restricting myself and then letting go like crazy and could literally binge until feeling sick. How many of you know what that's like? I then found powerlifting 2 or 3 years ago, and this is when I started finding some sort of balance. Powerlifting taught me physical and mental strength and gave me so much self-confidence in all aspects of my life. I competed a couple of times in powerlifting meets since, also started dancing and was eating relatively paleo style without overthinking too much on my nutrition. Anyway, I was in a pretty good place and mentally and physically until the coronavirus decided to show up. I lived on my own in Malta, which is a small island in Europe, where there was a pretty strict lockdown, and I've now moved back to France where I'm from, but it's pretty much the same shit. No gym plus no social life plus no human interaction at all led to loneliness and anxiety, which led to binge eating on fast foods several times a week. Did you start a mukbang channel? Delivery apps make it so easy. You see what I'm talking about all the time? You see what I'm talking about on these fucking NOC videos? It makes it so fucking easy. And I'm not saying that Sonia, well, I'll rage more about that in a sec. I'm not saying that Sonia, that was a trigger, but these things imprint in your brain. If you're seeing this all the time, you're seeing all these, every time you're on YouTube and you see all this fucking food in front of people's face, you see a head and all this delicious, colorful, even if it's fake fucking food, why do you think it's always wrapped in yellow wrappers and shit? It's because it's attractive. It's visually attractive. Anyway, I still had this food coping yeah, and it goes on to continue. It seems I still had this food coping mechanism ingrained somewhere. Yeah, burned into your fucking skull. Burned in there because these are habits. These are stimuli. So now that I feel like I've lost all my physical and mental gains, I am ready to start over with the help of the Swole fam. Nice to meet you all. Nice to meet you, Sonia. Thank you so much for being here. I think we will do just fine getting this beach back on track. Don't you think? I think we got it. I think we can help her. I think we can help this beach. It's one of those things where it does imprint on you. It does get under your brain piece. It does reprogram you. That's what this food is designed to do. Straight up, it's what it's designed to do. These food companies, fast food, junk food, they spend millions, not thousands, not hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars in development, millions of dollars in advertising, millions of dollars in testing and trial groups and test groups to see not only the ingredients, what ratio reacts best. They go through tons of taste testing. They go tons of these, different textures and people that are professionals in this industry to get the right texture, the right amount of salt, the right amount of sweet, the right amount of lip smacking, the right fucking ratio of everything. It's not too dry. It's not too salty. It's not too this. It's not too that. They test nonstop. And then once they perfect the product, then they go into the marketing aspect where what color are we going to make this? Where are we going to place this? How much can we pay the supermarkets or the distributors to make an end cap? Can we get this for a 2-for-1? How can we lower our cost of ingredients? Can we get this with GMO soy or corn? Can we make it with this product instead? What if we use modified cornstarch rather than this? What if we use this kind of oil instead of this? What if we process it here in this plant? We can save a little bit in transportation and time, and we can have more turnaround. Whatever it is. All it is just trying to maximize profits after that. It's any kind of business. A business needs to make money. Period. End of story. A business has to make money. And that's what these companies do. And they make a lot of money. They make billions of dollars. They make billions of dollars off just manufactured food in different ways. It's the same fucking stuff, just shaped in different ways, looking differently, different textures to always stimulate. When you have shit that's different all the time, it breaks boredom. So you have endless excitement when you eat. How many things in life that you have to do, how many things are always different? Tell me, let's talk about habits. Let's talk about habits. Let's talk about habit building. Let's talk about lifting. If you want great results with lifting, and listen the fuck up if you're not already. If you want great results with your fitness, what do? You do pretty much the same shit all the time, don't you? Tell me in the comments. You do the same shit pretty much all the time. You do the same exercise for the most part. You want to build muscle? You're doing the same shit over and over again. That's why it's called reps. You do the same exercise. What? Incline bench, flat bench, a push-up, a decline or incline push-up, a pull-up, a row. Like how many different ways you can row or pull? You can pull from a high point. You can pull from a medium point. You can pull from a fucking low point. All right? You can pull from this angle. You can pull from this. You can you can only do so much different shit. You're fucking rowing. You're pushing. You're squatting, you're pulling, you're only doing that's it. It's the same shit all the fucking time. And you get great results because you're hitting the same nail on the head. You're refining and just the system fucking over and over again. Most people don't have the goddamn basics. Most people don't do the basics, which is why most people don't get results. That's why most people don't get results. It's not all the fancy shit you don't do. It's the fucking basic shit that you don't do. It's so fucking simple. You know why professional bodybuilders are still benching? People that have been lifting, If you've been lifting for 20 or 30 years, do you still bench press? Yeah. Of course, it depends on how you train, but why are you doing the same thing? Why are you still doing a bench press? I thought you had to mix it up all the time and all this different thing. Then you would stop doing the bench press, don't you think? But of course, if you know exercise science and program design, you can make the bench press a whole different thing by just subtly changing the angle and tweaking it, or increasing the weight slightly, or the time under tension, the repetition tempo. You can make all these little acute changes to the same exercise. One exercise, you can do it 15 different fucking ways. You don't need a lot of variety. Most people over varietize. I am making up a fucking word, but isn't that nice? Over varietize. I am saying it. I'm like fucking Bill Shakespeare up in this bitch, making up words. Boom. It's on the internet. It must be true. Over varietize. Put it in Urban Dictionary. Papa Swole definition. Bam. Over varietize. I like it. It sounds so much like a word. I'm definitely gonna keep on saying it. So people over varietize. Sounds so good. People over varietize their workouts, and they don't fucking hammer the basics enough. Again, there you go, Hidden Beauty. That's a good post. Same goes for yoga. One pose can change your change over time, even day to day. Do the pigeon. If you do one pose every day, do one. Imagine doing like 5 or 10 minutes with one pose every day. How good you're going to get with that pose. How much progress you're going to make with one thing. That's why flows and repetitious flows in yoga, like that's why Bikram, or that Bikram style where it's like those standardized poses, you can make a lot of progress because you're doing reps. You're going over the same sequence all the time. You know what to expect. You can mark improvement better. You can notice, because you're specifically doing these moves in this order, you can progress a little bit faster in many ways. You don't need as much variety. Most people try to add too much variety and they forget the basics. They want to do cardio. They want to do they have their nutrition. They have their fucking cardio. They want to do their weight training. But okay, they did 2 workouts. Their workouts were, God, people do the same. They freak out if they've done the same workout a week in a row. Like a week. You don't have to choose your fucking workout every goddamn week. Do you know how long it takes for your body to adapt? It doesn't adapt right away. It doesn't adapt right a fucking away. You can hammer the same shit over and over again and get great results. Your body wants to. Your body wants to adapt. If you change things too much, it doesn't know what to adapt to. It's always under that stress reaction. It's always under that alarm reaction, that shock. It's always reacting to a brand new stress. That's why you might get sore, but it's not necessarily allowing your body to adapt for muscle growth. It's just a shock. That's much more advanced training. And as you get bigger and bigger and have more experience, it gets harder and harder to build muscle because you get closer to your genetic potential, but your body has also been under so many different stresses that it's not shocked anymore. It's hard to break into some new territory. Basics work the best. Basics. Most people just don't do the basics. Okay, let's go into the next post. This is from yesterday. I believe it was yesterday's post. We talked to Donna, and Donna was the one who was bummed out. You guys remember yesterday's podcast? Donna was the one that was bummed out that she lost 2 pounds in 3 weeks. I believe that was yesterday's podcast. So if you remember that post, she was talking about how she was disappointed because she's only lost 2 pounds in 3 weeks. And myself and the fam were all like, yo, you are crushing it. You are crushing it. And we did the math and it was like, what was the math? 52 weeks and 17. It was like 36 pounds or something in a year. It's like, oh, that's great. It was like, excellent. So this is her response. Donna says, good morning again, everyone. I wanted to let everyone know who commented on my post yesterday that I have heard you. I understand. I listened to Papa Swole's podcast. I am increasing my calories with more good calories and hopefully find some heavier weights. My partner bought medicine balls and resistance bands to help me out. That's fantastic to have a supportive partner. Fantastic. He thinks I look great, but supports me. There you go. We are going to search online for some weights. Thank you all for being so amazing. Go on Craigslist, go on Facebook Marketplace, go on OfferUp and Let Go. You can absolutely find weights. People are selling them. Maybe they might be gouging a little bit, but you can also make weights. You can make weights. You can get pulleys. You can get stuff from Home Depot. You can make your own shit. You just have to, if you're not into fitness and you're not really well versed, it's going to be harder to like understand what kind of leverage to put on your body with body weight, but you get those weights, you're going to make a lot of difference. I know it's good. I know it's good. 2 pounds in 3 weeks is fantastic. People just shortchange themselves. This is a great post. This one's from Greg. I'm going to zoom in a little bit on the top and then we'll zoom back out. So Greg says, decided to go out and buy new undershirts yesterday. I've been wearing my 5XL shirts and it was finally time to downsize. I bought XL thinking they're going to be a little tight, but I will fit them soon enough. Put one on this morning and it slipped right on with no struggles. Look at that, bro. You're wearing 5XL and the XL just fits you smooth. That's awesome. Birthday is 3 months away, and even though I don't set goals, I think I will go for the dropping of the extra. Still getting used to the fact that I can do stuff I couldn't do when I was morbidly obese. I still have what I call, quote, fat fear. Clothes not fitting me, not going places, and not fitting in spaces. It makes sense. I mean, you went through you scarred yourself. You changed how you lived because you weren't taking care of your body. But now that you are, it just goes to show that there are a lot of things that are ingrained that are hard to ditch. I work at a small amusement park. I am being promoted and getting some more training in the areas. One was opening go-karts. I have never rode in them before and still had that fat fear. A nice coworker basically told me to stop being a bitch and get in. First, there was plenty of space for me to fit. Second, it was fun as shit. Slowly getting over my fear of living life. Good for you. Good for you. How many of you deal with fat fear? Marsha, what up? What's going on? Let's get some gorillas for Marsha. Marsha, what's going on? What is going on with you? Are you you're back on? I saw that I was talking about you when we tried to get Foodie Beauty into the group, or offered, and she fucking came for like 16 hours. So what's going on? You guys remember Marsha? Marsha. Yeah, Marsha last year. And you're doing great. I know you said in your post or something recently that you kind of gained a little bit since all the, the shit went down, which is, I get it. What I want people to find acceptable is like the quarantine 15 is like, oh, that's okay. Nah, don't flex it. If you gained a little bit of weight, it's like, well, fucking step up and get it done now, right? That's all it means. It just means it's not that the quarantine is an easy fucking thing and everyone's going to have a breeze and everyone's just going to crush their goals. Like, that's what I want everyone to try to think like. But even if you slide back a little bit, it's understandable. You might not have all the equipment. You might not have all the food. You might not have, but you do the best you can. But to wallow in and be like, and to make it a positive, that was the problem with the quarantine 15. Instead of recognizing it for what it is, like, I do the best I can, but it's not a good thing, to flaunt it and be like, I gained a quarantine 15 as if it's a fucking trophy. No. That's a whole different story. That's dog shit. Not a chance. Not in my house. Not my house. Not my house. I'm buying that shit. Oh yeah, she's in the Swole fam. She was in there. She's been in there. Marsha's one of those people that quietly crushes. Remember when she first joined? She was like, oh, great. And then like she just dropped off for like a month or two or kind of kept quiet, then came back, boom, and had like all these awesome results after 30 days. Some people take action. Marsha was one of those people. She made a video that she was tired of being obese, and I made her video and I said, go support Marsha. And I, brought her into the community. And it's like, that's all it takes. You just need a little bit. You just need those people around you to keep you on track. And it doesn't mean it's going to be perfect. Like I've always said, it's not going to be linear. You might gain some weight back. You might lose some more weight. You might kind of go back and forth, but you have to be prepared for that. It's very likely to happen. No one has a smooth journey. I like that, Chuck. Quiet crusher. Wasteland ASMR. I agree. P.S. Williams. Papa Swole Williams. It's a good name. This is the best community on the fucking planet. In the fucking realm. Oh. I'm a maniac on the flow. Let's see here. Where are we at? Where my bitches is at? Patty, here we go. Patty Mayonnaise. Patty Mayonnaise in the house. If you don't know, now you know. Patty, good morning. Set a goal to get up this morning and go out for an hour walk. Crushed it. This is huge for me. I have had a hard time getting out of bed. This quarantine has sent me down a rabbit hole. I'm slowly climbing my way out. This community is awesome. Thank you for welcoming me with open arms and gorillas. Welcome to the fam, Pate. Pate. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. When it's right, it's right. That felt good. Oh, that was so satisfying. Christian just joined earlier today. What up, Boosh? Excited to improve my health, quality of life, and feel better. Also, I am representing the Wisconsin National Guard. Salute. Thank you for your service. Thank you. And much love. Welcome to the fam, bruh. Welcome to the fam. Ashley. What's up, Swole fam? What up, Boosh? What's up, Swole fam? I'm new to the Facebook group as of last night, but I have been watching Papa Swolio's YouTube for over a year probably from the Brittany Dawn videos. We're going old school. We're going 2019. That was like Feb and March 2019. My depressed ass has gained 12 pounds from my leanest at 166 pounds. I am tired of it. It's time to deal with it. I am posting this embarrassing picture to be accountable to myself. 6 months from today, May 20th, I will post an update photo to show off my sick motherfucking gains. Going shopping today so I can start the elimination diet tonight. Big words. Let's make sure you back that shit up. That's a lot of talk, Ashley. Now I shared it. Everyone mark your calendars. Mark your calendars, set an alarm. Ashley, 6 months. All right, you said so. Don't fucking write checks your ass can't cash. You better be on your fucking way. You better be crushing. Crush. You know, I'd be interested in that, actually. Welcome to the fam, Ashley. I'm just busting balls. I'm actually curious to this. Curious as to your thoughts. I know, Marsha, but you know what? I'd actually be interested. I mean, I think everyone would like a little bit of context. I know I made my opinions, and I don't like to bring this beach back up, Foodie Beauty, but even in the private group, I think it'd actually be some good perspective because you were coming from a very similar standpoint. Someone that was fed up and someone that said they wanted to change, but you did it and you're doing it. And like I mentioned, it's not linear. You're going to have those setbacks. And you had the situation with quarantine, you had to set up stuff for work. And, this whole situation is unique for the world. So a lot of people got pulled away from shit and had priorities and things to deal with. But it's not so much whether or not you fall off, but it's like, did you get right back on and you're fucking going to it? I think it'd be a great post. So if you're interested in Marsha, I mean, I think everyone would love to hear your feedback if you want to post that up in the group. Because you have like personal perspective. It's not just me fucking ranting on it because everyone knows how I fucking feel. Let's see here. Kitty. Hi, Swole fam. Story time. I had been an active body sculptor for 6 years. I had always been so great with eating and exercise. Then 3 years ago, I got very sick. I had an operation and was put on steroid medication. My weight ballooned from the medication, and in all honesty, it caused me severe depression. I gained 60 pounds in 3 months. The subsequent side effects, the fast weight gain included stretch marks, difficulty moving and walking because my body hadn't had time to adjust to the rapid weight gain. I was a completely different person. I tried to diet and exercise for 8 months to no avail, and I was told I needed time to recover and allow the meds out of my system. And we're going to zoom out, come back in. My system. Got to zoom out a little bit more. This is a long one. That's what she said. Okay, but now I found myself in a spot where I had admittedly given up. I struggle with the fact that I could do the same routine at the gym and I had never had to portion control. I used this as an excuse to feed myself rubbish for 2 years and avoid the gym. I have found this group and community very inspiring, and I appreciate the harsh reality that Papa Swole gives. I am currently 245 pounds. I had been 185 pounds. I have lost a lot of muscle in 3 years. I want to be my healthy self again, and it's there for you if you want it. So welcome, Kitty. Welcome, Kitty. Welcome to the fam. Happy to have you here. No doubt. Got a couple great. Let's see here. Kitty. Oops. Oopsies. There we go. All right. Let's see here. Erica. Zoom into this. Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to have finally joined last night. I started my journey December of 2017 as 380 pounds, made it down to 255 with keto because my body cannot handle carbs at all. And then sadly in November of 2018 was a part of the campfire in Paradise, California, and had to live in a hotel with 6 of us for over 6 months. Fuck. Remember that? Then moved into a travel trailer back on our empty lot, and we are so close to having our house almost done and installed. I cannot wait to have a normal sized kitchen again, LOL. I am so horribly mad and disappointed in myself for using that as an excuse for picking up my bad eating habits again. I gained some back and now I am back up to 320. Ugh. So here I am desperately trying to get back to 255 and eventually my goal of 180. I am so pumped to be around tons of inspirational people and get shit done again. LOL. Thank you for reading. And welcome back to the fam. Welcome to the fam. Welcome back to your fitness, but just be very careful with trying to go after that. You know, the goal, the number isn't what threw you off, right? The number isn't what is going to get you there. Thinking about that number all the time, that's anxiety inducing. What you need to do is focus on those daily habits that are going to keep you from eating that shit food. The weight will come. Don't worry so much about that weight as a target. Don't get so hung up on that shit. Don't get so hung up on that because it's so easy to focus on the number and then gauge your progress. You're too many numbers. I know your head's in the right place, but too many numbers. When you're talking about so many numbers all the time, you need to focus on those things that you know you need to do. Focus on what you're executing. Focus on the 7 pillars. The weight will come. If you've been there before, you'll get back there. It's just a matter of doing the things that will actually get you there, not worrying about the number. Don't worry about the number. That will come. It's very hard. It's okay to keep track of it once a week or once every 2 weeks, but really, you can't, like, I would even step on it, have someone else fucking log it, take a picture, don't even look. It's just one of those things. You don't need to really be plugged into it. It's a one dimension of progress. It's not the be all end all, and it can really hold people back sometimes. So welcome back to your fitness. Welcome to the fam. Stoked to have you. Etta. Hey, Swole fam. I'm new to this program and group. My long-term goal is to lose 50 pounds and to change my mindset about food and fitness. Let me get some coffee in here. I've been on so many yo-yo diets that I don't change my habits, not to mention my friends are not into a fitness lifestyle. So it's been easy for me to fall off the wagon, get some new friends. I'm hoping to gain support no matter how dumb or ridiculous my questions or comments can be. I'm all about learning and constructive criticism. Been following Pop on YouTube for some time, and his latest coverage on Foodie Beauty convinced me he's the real deal who understands how the mind and body work together. He's not pushing programs to make money. He's pushing change for anyone who is ready for change. I'm excited. I'm ready to change. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you. And well, I mean, I do have programs, and I will clarify one thing. I do this to make money. I absolutely do this to make money. No question about it. But how you make your money, we all have to make money. A business needs money to grow, but the manner in which the money is being made is what's important. And I think we can all agree on that. So like, you know, no matter what your job, you want to have some honorability in that. You want to be doing something. Like I didn't get a chance to address this, but one of you mentioned, what about nutritionists that work for Pepsi or Coca-Cola? You said something like that when I was talking about fast food and shit. It's like, yeah, if you're a nutritionist and you work for one of those companies, like how can you live with yourself? How can you fucking live with yourself being a nutritionist for a fast food place? You know, the manner in which you create your income, the manner in which you create your business or your services. I mean, do something to help people. That's why I want to make my YouTube videos. Yeah, it's comedy. I have fun with it. I have fun with the aggressive shit. And I love roasting. I love that kind of humor. So if people can't handle it, if someone gets offended, it's like, you fucking pussy. Can't handle some goddamn humor. It's self-depreciating. It's fun. It's a good time. But the message is directly countering what these people are promoting. It's important. It's important to do things for the right reason at a fundamental level. And my style, my art, my artistic sack is just, it's different. My sack is a little bit saltier than most people's. Most people don't sling sack. Well, welcome to a new era. Welcome to a new age, the sack age. We're entering. We're gonna have the whole, instead of like BC and AD, we're gonna have BS and AS, before sack and after sack. 2016, everything before that is BS. Everything after 2016 is AS, after sack. We're going after sack. After sack time, baby. After sack. That's what I was saying before. Jessica. That's what I've been saying. Foodie Beauty is a win-win-win. I said it in the video, the response video. It was 100% win. I knew it was going to fucking happen. If I had to make a bet, if I had to guess, if I was a betting man, I would have said that she was going to quit. Prove me wrong, right? It was like, if she doesn't quit, okay, I'm happy to be proven wrong. And you know what? Someone asked me, like, what do you think about what she's doing? I mean, I haven't watched anything that she's doing. And here's the thing. I hope she loses weight. I hope she does whatever she does on her own and she gets great results and she feels better. I hope so. I don't care. I don't care if she does it inside the Swole fam. If she wants to go do her own, I don't give a fuck if she does it. It's just, you guys know how that fucking works. You guys know how that cycle goes. But the whole point was, a lot of people are going to come in and see that shit and get inspired. But what's even more funny is a lot of people have joined in spite of that. They see her that she quit. They're like, fuck this. I don't want to be like her and not even start. She joined and quit. What a fucking bitch. What a weak ass fucking personality. Couldn't even fucking lock it down for a week. And I say bitch in the nicest way. Like, just no fucking gumption. Just no try something different. Just negativity. It's all right. It's all good. Again, like I said, no ill will. Want her to get results. That's why we offered the Swole fam. That's why we're like, hey, come on in, get started. That's why we offered Swolenormous X. That's why we opened our doors. Give her the chance. Prove us wrong. Most people say you're going to quit. Well, she proved everyone fucking right, pretty much. It's all a matter of what you do with it. Opportunities are only as good as what you do with it. Tools are only as good. Tools can be used in different ways. Some people get huge with the same gym. There are people that go to the gym and get fucking amazing results. What's the difference between those people and people that go and don't? Work ethic, all the other pillars, other habits. There's a lot of things. It's the same fucking gym. A barbell is a barbell. How come some people get amazing results with it and some people, they just get nothing? It's because of all the things that happen aside from the fucking barbell. Not to mention, most people that use a barbell don't fucking train hard. So they're not even doing that part equal. Anyway. There you go. Will. That's why I left working for a trading firm to work for healthcare companies. I can respect what my company does. I could be making 6 figures, but why sell my soul? Yeah, man. If you're not happy and you're not proud of what you do, you got to get out, man. Helping is rewarding. I agree, PS. Thank you, CG. Appreciate it. I love what you do, Papa. You have quality content. Thank you. I appreciate that. Josh. My brother has a friend who's a nutritionist and works for Coke. What bullshit is that? I know, right? Yeah, that's what I thought, D. My new nighttime show, After Sack. Papa Swolio, After Sack. That's right. It's like it's like after an NOC, we have like the lounge afterwards. Welcome back to Papa Swolio's After Sack. I'm your host, Papa Swolio, and we're going deep today. We're going deep, like extra deep. That's right. That's right. It'll be like a smooth jazz station. Let's play some smooth jazz brought to you by King D. You got to be like my Tolkien band dude over there with the drums. Like, let's take it away to King D in the corner. You're like, that's right, Papa. Boom. You're like a saxophone and shit. All right, and we're back. Evening sack. Get some ASMR. Get some sack ASMR. Maybe I should put like a microphone, just scratch balls. Like, just you're scratching. This is the sound of someone scratching their balls. Is it really quitting if you never started? CG. Not really. Technically, no, I would say. Technically, I would say no. You have to start to quit, right? After the sack, just a salty cuddle. I get a lot out of these talks, right? I get a lot out of this. Welcome back to After Sack. Oh, God. Let's see here. Oh, thanks, Yee. Appreciate it. Papa offers something no one else in the fitness community does. I haven't even made use of everything, and it's one of the best investments of my life. Oh, I appreciate it. Gorillas. Gorillas. Oh, Sarah, that was epic. Sarah says the saxophone. Oh man, and the fucking saxophone looks like a ball sack at the bottom. It's like hanging balls at the bottom, like doo 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 doo, and the balls are kind of dangling where your balls actually go, and like, oh, I like it. Oh, I like it. I'm in. I'm sold. I'm so excited. This is very important. This is very important. The saxophone. That's it. That's it. She pulled out before she got to see the whole thing. I know. I know. Usually it's the other way around. All right, let's go into another post. Let's go deep on this one, shall we? I'll even spit on it first. Let's go to the top here. Trinity. Hey, fam. I hope you are all doing okay today. This is kind of a miniature rant. I hope you guys don't mind. My aunt and uncle came over today. I like uncle with a K. Adds some extra flavor. It's like a, my uncle came over Friday and are staying till Sunday. We usually go out to dinner with them, but since everything is still closed, we had to order out. But rather than just order out dinner, we ended up getting Jack in the Box for lunch and Panda Express for dinner. My dad wanted lunch, and then my mom brought home the dinner because she was in too much pain to cook. Why was she in pain? Even though I haven't done the elimination diet, I am still eating decently, and the smell of fast food almost made me sick. I feel bad after I ate it, even though I only ate a chicken sandwich and chow mein with extra greens, broccoli, cabbage, and asparagus. I would love to cook for myself, but whenever I go into the kitchen, I usually get ridiculed by my dad or get a sarcastic comment about cooking him dinner. Do any of you know any basic recipes so I can plan some lunches and cook when my dad is not at home? Thanks for listening, fam. Sorry if this wasn't formatted well. I just woke up while typing this after a crappy night's sleep. Sorry to hear that, Trinity, and let's jump in. Let's jump in into the comments and show some support. And remember, you can also go comment on these, and I encourage you to go comment on these in the private group. That way, the writer, in case they don't see the podcast or listen to the podcast, which you should, because I share a ton of posts. Always good to check the podcast to see if your post gets referenced or for more context. But make sure you go in the private group and adds your comment there as well. I'm curious, though. Get a sarcastic comment. Like, why? Why? Why make a sarcastic comment? Why not just shut up? I mean, you can't say this to your fellow. Why not shut the fuck up and let you cook your own goddamn food? You want some easy to cook lunches so you can cook when he's not at home because you're going to talk shit. You get ridiculed. Can you just deal with it? I mean, I guess avoid it when possible. Just more reasons to get the fuck out, right? It's tough when it's into quarantine, but let you all drop that in the comments. Easy to cook lunches, plan to cook. I mean, it depends on what you're supposed to be eating. It depends on what foods you have access to. So it's kind of like arbitrary to say, hey, you should eat this or eat this kind of stuff. It's like, it's hard. I don't know what you have access to, what eliminate, like anything is just preparation. If you want to, you can prepare anything you want. It's just cooking in advance. So it's hard for me. I can't even really even answer that question. I don't know if you're allergic to things or what you normally eat or what you have access to and such. Any other context? Anyone else have suggestions or thoughts? Anyone else have any experiences when it comes to like people trolling you or people giving you like how many of you have issues like that where you're dealing with fucking people, family members? Let's see here. You can meal prep pretty much everything. I know I would constantly be made fun of when I would eat healthy, so I would eat my meal prep away from everyone. It sucks that you have to fucking hide that shit. Fucking on my scroll. Let's see. Just tuning in daily for the NOCM podcast was enough for me. Discipline and habit changing is more respectable than eating on camera. I agree. Thank you. Why can't you tell your dad to shut the hell up? Yeah, I don't know if that would do well. This is my house under my roof. How do you tell someone? Yeah. Cook ahead of time and put in the freezer? Good advice. Jessica, I honestly stopped paying attention long ago. Let's see here. Taylor, my siblings and mom gave me shit, so I moved out. Well, that's good. That's a good idea. Katie, I'd offer to cook them some meals. They may actually like it and appreciate the effort you're making. Hopefully. Stacy, Linny, people, family, coworkers are always laughing at my non-traditional food choices. I would always do rotisserie chickens and veggies for simple meals. Marianne, Louise, I start talking about all the benefits of what I'm doing, and I say it kindly with a smile on my face, and I talk about literally nothing else. They learn to stop commenting. Just be all about it, right? Be all about it. Nicholas, meal prepping is a way to go. Josh, I just don't give a fuck when people give me shit for things like not eating out. Guess that's why I'm the healthiest of my siblings. I hear that. I hear that. Can't give a fuck. Can't worry too much about people. Can't really worry at all. This is from Gwendol. So today, 2 good news. My first Swole fam, there you go. My first Swole fam Swole card in my mailbox after a long time across the ocean. And this evening, organic grass-fed beef, no label on it, but it was farmed by my neighbor just aside my house. I even know its name and saw it grow. I rarely can buy it, but even more since my wife can't work because of COVID, but we trade beef for masks made by her, and he can deliver his beef more safely. I also made my second pull workout of my big week of recovery for back pain and feel good. Hope all is good for you too, Swole fam. Love from France. We got some other cool posts here too. Look at that, Papa Swolio. Look at that card coming in all the way from France. Crossing across the ocean. Papa Swolio 2020. Everyone's like, who the fuck is this? I wonder who looks at that when they're delivering the mail. And then you got all these cards on the wall. These were all shared by Gwendol. So that's fucking awesome. And there's also, did I get that? Oh, I didn't get the picture of the cows. Oh, it was a cool I think my phone crashed or something, but there was a cool picture. It's in the group. Of the pasture. It looks beautiful. I haven't seen land like that in a while. I haven't driven up to like Central Florida. Of course, most people haven't gone anywhere because of the lockdown and stuff, but it was beautiful. Steve, I honestly think the best thing she could do is shrug it off and laugh and flip the role and do the same thing to him. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Tell your people? Tell your father to go fuck himself? And he's like, well, you can get the fuck out then. You know, you don't really have to be a dick, but if it's just like words, like what's he doing? If you're going in the kitchen, he was like whipping you with a whip. It's like, you know, it's words, sticks and stones. Sticks and stones. I know it's not easy, but I would agree. If you can reduce friction, if you could reduce friction and not cook when the person's there, it's weird that you have to hide the cooking. You have to cook your own food when the person's not there. You realize that's just them feeling insecure about you changing your life and doing better. Oh, beaches. Oh, beaches. All right, fam. Let's get this Swole card. Let's get this Swole card going. Who wants a Swole card? Let's get a little party started. Are you ready? Come on now. Come on now, beaches. How we doing? You ready? Papa Swolio for Prime Minister. All right, hashtag 7 pillars for today's Swole card. Let's get this. So I got a little party. We got a little dance party going on. You ready, fam? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah. Freak mode, bitches. Yeah. Freak mode. Oh, sexy time. Sexy time. Sexy time. You like that shit? You fucking like that shit? Yeah, you fucking do. And the buzzer. One more time. I didn't hit anyone. Not anyone. Not anyone. Charles Sapp. I did hit someone.
Congratulations!
Congratulations, dude. Very nice. Very nice. Congratulations. Thank you so much, everyone, for playing. Congratulations to Charles Sapp. So, Mr. Charles, everyone say congratulations, Mr. Charles. You don't have to say Mr. You don't have to say Mr., but congratulations. Congratulations. I know we got some new gifts. We got some new like excitement. Such a fucking experience. Such a fucking experience. Isn't it fantastic? Oh my God. That was delicious. Feels good. Feels good. It feels deep inside. Hey, there you go, Charles. Congratulations. So send us oh, not you, Martina. Sorry. Wait. Where's the thing? Where's thank you? Wait, hold on a second. Everyone's tapping so fast. There we go. All right. So Charles, send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Use the hashtag, support@swolenormous.com, swolecard1476 in the subject and your mailing address in the body of the email. And we'll get you this beautiful Swole card by our very own Vanna White Butler. Sexy. Look at that. Tess Hornaday. Look at that. Looking delicious. All right. And we'll get that 7 pillars. We'll get that 7 pillars over to you. We'll get over to you. Get over to you right. So congratulations, Charles. Yeah, Charles. Yeah. Get it, fam. All right. So that does it. Oh my goodness. Do I see some eggplants? What is that? I will turn this podcast around. I don't care if we've come so far. I don't care if it's been so far. I don't care. I will turn this podcast around. You can't just stick in the tip. You can't just do a couple droplets. Annika can't be fucking flying this flag by herself. No one's going to help. We'll go. I'll leave. I'm good. All right, fam. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for episode 1476 of the... Wait for it. Oh, Jessica. You don't say.
Yow.
Interesting. Oh my goodness. All right.
Who
like
told
it.
you you eat my cookies?
Who told you to eat my cookies? You want the water break? Sonny, you want one? Kashina, you're like, yeah, give me some water. Come on, bust it. Let's go. Come on, I'm waiting here. I'm fucking impatient. Come on, kitty, let's go. All right, they want you. I'm calling you up. It's like I'm calling in the reliever, right? I'm going out there, bringing in the lefty, bringing in. I know. All right, water break time. Let's go. I know. You're so fucking cranky because you're so fucking busy. You're just so fucking busy. Yeah, you're so fucking busy working so hard today. Fucking Christ, man. Gotta get my nips wet. All right, fam. Here we go. I know you whiny little bitch. Here we go. 3, 2, yes, 1. Dance time. Oh, look at you. Yeah. You happy? You fucking happy? Oh, yeah. Oh, that was underwhelming. Yeah. I might throw up. Ooh. It tastes like a cucumber. Did I have a cucumber last night? I have to think about that one. Oh, come on, man. I've had better. I don't know. It's still there. I feel like we're going to sign off. And right when I'm like, all right, thank you for joining me. And I'll hit the off button. And then it'll be like, I'll be like, fuck. You know, it's like, but I don't fake it, right? I don't fake it like any of you ladies. I don't fake it. No. If I don't finish, I'm telling you straight up, I didn't get it. I'm not going to be like, I could fake it. I could inhale more. I want it to be natural. You know, I want it to be organic. I want it to be pure, just authentic. We're all about authenticity, aren't we? Aren't we, fam? It's Thursday. So I have some, like, we need to get a vote going. How many of you have checked out the new Nuts on Chin Unplugged? You do realize we need to do a vote. We need to do a vote for some more Unplugged, fam. We need to, if you want to submit, if you want to vote for it, make sure you go into Swole TV on the latest Nuts on Chin Unplugged and go and vote and drop what you want to see. Drop what you want to see next in the comments. We got to do a vote. No, I'm not saying you fake it. I'm not saying you, oh, you mean like ladies? Or, how dare you say that? Well, I've never had that problem. But I mean, I've heard the legends. I like that. Still all about that pumpkin spice DWG. Is that right? Is that right? Drop it on me. Drop that sack. So what do we want to do? What do we want to do? Got to go drop it. You got to go drop it on that last Nuts on Chin Unplugged. And that was the Truth Hurts. That was the You're Fat video in Swole TV. Oh my God. Thank you. Oh my God. Dun, 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 na, 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 na. Fucking feels good. Oh my God. It came out. I knew it. I knew it. I'm a late bloomer sometimes, you know? It happens. Climb, lift, cook. I'm a sophomore in high school, too young to join the fam. It's up to you. It's up to your, I mean, sophomore in high school, what is that? 14, 15? I mean, you should get approval. You should have clearance. It's all in the terms and conditions. So nothing in there aside from naughty words. You know, everyone is susceptible to the same things. I can't stop or regulate. I don't know how, I'm not going to know when anyone joins how old anyone is. So it's up to your discretion. You should be of legal age to make your own decisions and to take your own health into your own hands. So if that answers your question based on your state, based on your situation, you know, that's one of the reasons why YouTube got in trouble. Remember with the underage stuff? Now they have to approve everything and everything's over analyzed. You can't post anything with like a child in anymore, like slightly, because it gets flagged because they got sued and the government fucking stepped in and shit. Anyway. Yes, I mean, we have people of all ages. You know, we have kids yoga in there for parents to do with their kids. So depends on what you're prepared for and who's paying for it, of course. And if you're able to exercise medically, all the same requirements. So, you know, too young to join the fam, that's relative, but definitely not promoting it to people that are underage because the language, it's rated TVMA NOC. But if you have any questions, if you have any specific questions in terms of why you're asking, you know, too young in what aspect, you know, we don't have like 10-year-olds in there. Of course, if there's a 10-year-old, I mean, how would I stop anyone? You steal your parents' credit card. It's like, I wouldn't know. How the fuck would I know? Choose any avatar you want. But anyway, send us an email to support@Swolenormous, or you can just use a live chat on the website. Happy to answer your questions, like specific to your needs. So if you want to learn more about joining the Swole fam, like I mentioned the YouTube videos, like I mentioned the YouTube videos, you could join for less than $3. You get access to Swole TV. You get access to the private accountability meetings. You get access to all the private playlists like Nuts on Chin Unplugged, like the Procast, like Swolenormous Procast. Got a brand new one coming on Monday as well. So, and I'm interested and looking forward to starting some of these new series like Driving While Gaining Uncensored. And we'll definitely have to do some more polls, but I'll do a poll. We'll do a poll for Monday's Nuts on Chin Unplugged. But we also have some other programming. So, you know, definitely have to turn that up and get that going ASAP. What time is it where you are, Papa? It's 6:30 p.m. 6:30 p.m. So we'll talk more in the fam. Make sure you go and comment on some of these posts and make sure you smash that like button before you leave. Smash the like button before you leave. Make sure you subscribe here for more videos. Of course, every single day, keeping you accountable, getting you fucking hydrated. The only podcast that gets you fucking hydrated. And stay tuned for some more NOC on the Swolenormous channel. Brand new video dropping tomorrow. Don't miss it. Don't you fucking miss it. Thank you so much, fam, for watching. Thanks for joining me for episode 1476 of the Most Muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. And I'll see you tomorrow for 1477. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't laugh and they so mad. It's